Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan, and we have a full night for you guys tonight, as always. Remember, summer shows are only 1 hour long, and we will be getting back to our longer shows as we get back into September for season 2 of MPC Live. So I'm really excited for that, and can't wait for you guys to meet some of the new psychics that we have coming on board and getting the opportunity to talk to each and every one of them. So it has been a long day, and I know a lot of people are still running through the technical issues with computers and cell phones and all that stuff, guys. Remember this. We had those solar waves, the moon's acting up. We got a lot of craziness that's happening, and when it comes to technology and the interference, I would expect that until 2030. So we're going to be seeing a lot of vibrations that can interfere. Those vibrations coming from the moon. You will also see people's emotional sides start to surface. So now when I say emotional, that could be any emotion. So take whatever thing that you're going through currently, times that by 10, and that'll be the emotional energy. And you'll even notice, be like, why the hell did I overreact like that? Or why was I so upset? Why did this movie make me cry? The moon is playing a huge part in that. Remember, you are a lot of water in that skin bag. So, and it does affect you like it does the tides. So I hope everybody's ready for a cool show. I hope everybody has their questions ready. Remember, guys, don't post your question until we say post your question. We call 2 names at a time. That way, while we're waiting for the one person to get their reading, the other person can be getting their question ready so we can jump. If I don't get your question within 30 seconds, we will jump to the next name, and then your name will be added to the end of the list. Seeing as if we can get to the end of the list, it's a hard time trying to get to it. We usually have more questions than we have time, but we try to get to as many as we can. All right, you guys, like you guys know, we've got 3 people here. Let's start off with one of my favorites, Gifts of Faith.
Hey, everybody. You're one of my favorite people too, Journey. Like you always say, I miss your face.
Miss your face!
He always tells me that, you guys.
That's right. Like always. All
You
right.
look really sharp tonight, Journey. I like the outfit tonight.
Yeah, this is really nice, except for the fact that I think this shirt's a little bit too big on me, but it's all right.
I like the color, though.
Yeah, I have it in a smaller size. Just the fact that I grabbed the wrong one, I was like, "What the hell?" But you look good with your red lipstick and your pink shirt, and looking all cute.
Well,
You know,
I try. Gotta look good for you guys.
exactly. Gotta look sharp. Gotta make people feel good. You gotta feel good about yourself. Puts you in a really good mood. And I know a lot of people. I don't care what I look like. In a way, you do. You do care. You just don't feel like dressing up at the time. But every now and then, it's just a time to dress up and feel good. I like to dress up every day, clearly, as you guys can see. And it's a lot of fun for me. It just makes me feel good. It makes you feel sharp. It actually, from what I've noticed, and I've done my own little study of myself, when I wear just like basketball shorts and a t-shirt, how my energy is that way to when I'm all dressed up and I feel good about myself. I notice that I'm a lot sharper. And
I'm the same way. I like to put makeup on.
Yeah, right. You pay more attention.
If I didn't put makeup on, you guys would not be able to see me. I'm very pale.
Oh no! If you didn't put makeup on, then I would have to do this.
You guys have no idea how pale I am.
No, you're not. You're fine. But let's bring on our other friend here that's sitting here waiting. Jesse Slate, what's up?
Hello, everybody. I'm excited to be here tonight.
All right. Well, I'm glad you are here. Cards all nice and warmed up. We got a full audience here ready to ask some questions. Guys, remember, you can jump the list for a small fee. Jumping the list will guarantee your reading. And we only jump the list for the first 30 minutes. So anybody on that jump list, even after the 30 minutes, we still get to you. So don't worry. We will not miss out on you. Now, after the 30 minutes, if you try to jump after that, your money will just be refunded because it'll say on the screen, do not jump, or no more jumps is what it says. All right. So you guys ready for some readings?
Of course.
I'm ready.
All right, well, let's do it. I need Kelly Walker to get her question to throw us her question, and Jennifer F., get your question ready. You're right after Kelly. All right. It has been a crazy day. Storms are popping up out of nowhere. The weather was blowing like there was gonna. I thought hell was about to break loose earlier. it was getting ready to tear up a new one. But I am enjoying my new pool. That's fun.
I know you
I'm
keep
gonna come over for a
showing
swim.
us stuff you are getting for the pool, and I'm like, Journey, I'm not there.
All right, we've got Kelly here. Mom says hi to everybody. As you guys just heard the ding, she just sent me a message telling everybody I said hi and that I'm here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Journey's mom. One of these days we're gonna have a talk.
Exactly. All right, guys. Kelly's here. Says there's a specific issue that was concerning me about my husband before he passed. Can you provide clarity on what was going on here? There are multiple things to this, and I feel as though that I keep seeing that he knew it was coming, and he was scrambling, and it was scattering the mind. So that's what I'm picking up immediately when it comes to your husband and the things that were concerning you, because he was scrambled and was acting completely different and out of character. It started to make you concerned. And that's what I see you were doing. You were picking up that energy, and it started to concern you. But I keep feeling as though that he knew this day was coming. It's like he felt it. He felt it in his soul. And he started acting differently because it looked to me like he thought he could try to find a way to prevent it. Or, maybe it's just me freaking out. Or maybe, so, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what your concern was, but these are the things that are being shown to me. I don't feel that it was something that he must have not have passed away too long ago, because I'm feeling energy is to me it comes through as newer, like he's newer crossover. So what's it been, like a couple months to a year? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to Jesse. We're going to see what he has to say, and then we'll go from there. Jesse, what the cards got?
Okay, the first card I pulled tonight's the Nine of Earth. It's about enjoying life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone. This card can also mean you're focused on your financial and your work studies. The second card I got, the Eight of Earth, saying skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a certain topic and going back to school. The third card I pulled tonight is the Page of Earth. It's saying good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, and also a new area of study. And I hope that helps tonight.
All right, thanks, Jesse. And you said yes in May. That's what I felt. It was a new crossover. That's why I didn't connect directly with mediumship, because I wait 6 months. So he may say something to Faith, but I just got general information to let you know what was happening while he was feeling these different energies and why he was, acting differently for you. All right, Faith, what you got?
Kelly. Hey, Kelly. First of all, thank you for watching. Now, the thing that I get with this is, were you worried about him drinking, or that his drinking caused this, or that drinking caused this? Because I don't feel like that was what caused this. I feel like he lost control of the vehicle, and that's what caused this. And I feel like he got scared because he thought, like, I feel like, because I'm feeling it like I'm him, Kelly, okay? So I feel like here I am, I'm bad off, I'm really hurting. I'm thinking that I'm going to get better. Like, I'm in the hospital and I'm thinking I'm going to get better, and I'm feeling fluid in my there's fluid in my body or in my chest area, okay?
She
And
said,
I
no, I
keep,
don't think she thought that was the case.
that's what, well, that's his worry, is that he thought you thought that then, because he's saying it wasn't alcohol, okay? So, and I don't feel that this is anything like they couldn't have done anything other than what they did. And his body was too tired. There's nothing that they could have done to have made him stay. And I don't think spiritually he wanted to stay. That's what I'm being shown. He was tired. He was tired. He's also telling me for you to, he's around you constantly, and I feel like he tries to send you messages, but you're so stressed out of trying to do other things and be around other people, you don't always get the messages. He's showing me he's in the living room a lot, Kelly.
She said,
He
boo, Faith is right.
about
She said, boo, you're right.
okay, well, um, he's in the living room a lot, and he keeps showing me a chair, and you keep wanting to throw it out or do something with some piece of furniture because it was kind of gross, he said. And he says I go play with the grandbabies. That's what he says. And he keeps showing me that he says you've been worried about what heaven's like, and I've never had a spirit tell me this like this, because he's saying I have my own heaven. I'm up here partying. This is his phrasing. I don't even know how he talks, but he's like, I'm up here relaxing, and he's showing me a beer can. At least that's what it looks like. And he keeps showing me fishing and grilling. He's grilling. And he says there's a bunch of other people there. There's an older lady there that died of cancer. There's someone with heart disease. There's a military friend that was in the military. Um, Kelly, did you do something different to your hair, or have you been losing hair from stress? Because I keep seeing he's saying something about your hair, Kelly. So I don't know if that would make sense to you, but he's saying something about your hair, and he says he's around the grandbabies constantly. He says you're trying to spend or budget and
Oh
do
my God, Faith.
what? Don't ask a psychic question if you don't want to know an answer. I'm just saying. The last thing he wants me to convey to you, though, is that he is around you. He says, stop being so stubborn, because he tries to give you messages, and this is what you do. That ain't him. That's just you thinking it's him. No, he wouldn't really do that because he wasn't that kind of person in his life. So why would he give me that specific kind of clue? Because he was kind of lazy about communicating when he was here. So why would he make the effort to communicate with me like this now? This is annoying because I don't know if it's him, but I don't think it's him. And he says, it's me!
She colored her hair, by the way.
Okay, so
Thanks, Kelly.
he says he likes it.
We'll talk again sometime.
He says
Thanks,
he likes
Kelly.
it.
That's good. All right. Well, when he gets past the 6-month mark for me, I'll tap in and see what I can get from him as well. But currently, I let them have that time to cross over and come back. That's just my rule of thumb.
He's really around you, and it's very strong. So just know that.
Okay. Jenny's here. Jenny from the block.
Hey, Jenny.
Okay. Let's take a look here, and we'll do Jenny's question here. But the next person in line when it comes for a reading is Birds Fly. So Birds Fly, get your question ready. You are next on the list. All right. This is only for fun. Dr. M, is he pretending to be clueless, or does he really need my help? I feel some attraction from him. Not much, but some. I don't want a relationship with him. Well, first off, there ain't going to be a relationship with him. Not to be mean, but it's I get flirty fun, but I don't get flirty. Hey, let's go to dinner and then let's go to bed. Not like that kind of flirty. So that's good. That's fine. The energy that I see circling you when it comes to him, I do get that he's clueless. Yes, in some aspects. So yeah, you benefit him, you help him, and it's something he doesn't have to do. So it really makes life a lot easier for him. So look at yourself as a benefit to him, and you'll be able to go further. So I'm going to tell you. Well, I'm going to ask this too because Catherine asked it. She asked you, is Dr. M driving the Mustang? Which I don't think Dr. is the Mustang driver.
Catherine, just because it's M and an M doesn't mean he's the Mustang man.
She goes, no, he doesn't drive the Mustang, Catherine. All right, but yeah, no, I didn't get that with the Mustang man. But yeah, you bring him some joy, some happiness. It's fun flirting, nothing over the top. I don't think you have to worry about anything there. I don't feel any dating will go on there. So you're safe. This is a good space. Have fun with it. Enjoy the energy. He is clueless and AKA lazy.
Which is us, man.
And then, no, don't go there. And then, and then he likes your company. He sees you as someone who's funny, so he enjoys the company. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Jesse. Let's see what the cards have to say.
Hello there, Jenny. The first card I got for you tonight is Release. It's saying the end of a phase or situation. This card's also about spiritual transformation, but also saying it's time to move on. The second card I pulled for you is Decide. It's all about happy outcomes and wonderful times coming, brilliant new ideas that'll lead to success. And this card's also saying to have confidence in yourself. And the third card I pulled tonight is the Three of Water. It's a celebration, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement, and the need to have more fun. This card's all about going out and having a fun time. So you have a great night, and I hope that helps.
All right, let's pass it over to Faith.
Jenny. So, Dr. M is a nice man, and he enjoys the banter that you guys have. There is a little bit of flirtatious chemistry there, but it's playfulness. It's not anything that would lead to anything. And I know that you really want to have something with someone soon because you're in that space where you want that, but now is not the time. And it's not this Dr. M either. So try. I know it's hard when we want someone in our lives, even if it's just someone to have fun with. Try to be patient because when the right person comes, it'll be good. Stop trying to push these people in these categories. Even when it's just for fun, you get all over excited and then you get stressed out wondering if this is the person. Don't worry about so much who it is. Just know that they're coming when you're ready, and you're not ready right now. But they're coming. I promise.
Your lover is coming. Your lover is coming.
That's not funny, Journey.
Hilarious. She says, I'm not. I'm going with the flow. All right. Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate your question tonight, guys. We got about 10 more minutes for you guys to jump the list. After that, we're just going to go we'll go down the list as it came in. All right. Now, if you go to our YouTube channel, you can get on the site. You can get on the show 15 minutes early to say hi, so your name gets put on the list a little bit quicker. We're trying to build up our YouTube channel as well, so Facebook doesn't allow us to do that 15 minutes early, but YouTube does. So don't forget to jump over there, subscribe, ring the bell. That way you're notified every time we are on. All right, birds fly. Go ahead and throw us your question. And then Alberto M., get your question ready because you are next. Miriam, you didn't miss your turn, honey. Says, hi, guys. Hi, guys. You said I date a man this winter, but the others say they see two men coming at that time, and I'll marry one and I'll have two kids. Can you confirm this and tell me which one
No,
I'll marry? No.
no. And I'm not even going to attempt to do that as a reader myself. Journey can try, but I don't do that.
Okay. When it comes to getting readings from other people, I don't build off of other people's readings. I can tell you that what I saw for you, I did see, because I got the two men coming your way, and you would have to make a choice. But I'm not sure about the two kid thing. I don't remember anything about two kids and marrying one. I just said that two men would come your way. I do remember having a reading with you. And that you would have to make a choice, but leave the past in the past. Do not choose someone from the past. So that's what I can add to your question, the way it was arranged. Now, the energy that I see circling it is that, yeah, I mean, you do have love coming your way, but the biggest red flag that I see is letting the past stay there. Don't let anyone from your past be in your present. Allow yourselves to be open to new love, to new light, and not to the same old stuff that you've already been through where trust can't be given because your trust has been broken on numerous occasions. So I don't want you to feel like your trust is going to be broken with these new people, because I can tell you right now, both coming in, one's going to be stronger than the other. Of course, you'll have a stronger attraction to them, but you're going to have your choice. And both of them seem like decent people. I'm going to pass this over to Jesse and see what his cards have to say for you. Jesse, what are you picking up?
Okay, the first card I pulled tonight, it's the Knight of Fire. It's saying a sudden event that needs attention. Time is of the essence, and to think things through carefully. The second card is the Seven of Water. It's also saying there's a decision that needs to be made. You need to do research and to stop procrastinating and to get things done. The third card is the Queen of Earth. It's saying to make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, and deal with challenges in a kind and understanding way. And I hope that helps tonight.
All right, let's put it over to Faith.
Hey, sweetheart. Now, I'm going to confirm a few things that Journey said, and I'm going to add some to it. And I'm going to try to add to both of the guys' readings. I remember reading you as well, and I do remember seeing the two different people and also feeling like you don't need to bring anybody into the past. I do not see you necessarily marrying either one of these people. Okay, I'm just going to be really honest with you. But as for me, I'm going to voice the same thing that Journey does. I'm not going to add on to somebody else's reading that I don't know what was said, and I don't see it. But I don't feel that both of these people are new people, and you're going to have some heavy decisions to make because, like Journey said, they are both nice people. I feel like one is going to have their own business, and I see them having a large home. It's something in corporate or computers, and they have darker hair. Okay. I think one of their names is going to start with a B. And I'm feeling like you are going to, I want to say you might meet one of these people by October. Now, the other person, I don't know when you're going to meet them because I feel like this one person comes first. And you're going to be really drawn to them. Just be prepared and be ready because I do see good things coming for you, but really weigh both of the situations out because you're going to be dealing with both of these people at the same time.
All right. Well, birds fly. I hope that helps and you understand. When it comes to getting readings and building off of another psychic's reading, it's harder to do because it's not the reading that you're seeing. It's something that they're putting together. And just by knowing you've been here before, I remember the reading, and I remember telling you about the two people. So I'm lucky I remember that because I do so many damn readings I don't remember half of everybody.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have to because when it comes to a reading, I tell you the energy that's being brought to me at that moment. So it's about the psychic moment, not about. Do you remember everything for the 4,000 people you just read this week? No.
We can't. We'd be carrying around everybody's energy.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. You carry around everybody's energy and it'll just kick your ass. It's a lot of weight to bear. And that's
and our own stuff too. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep on going. There's no Alberto. So let's keep on going to Billy H. Get your question to us. You are next on our list. And then Coco West. She says, thanks, guys. Love it. No,
you're welcome.
One man, but confirmed 2 this time. No, we said there was 2 coming. I said there was 2 coming. I remember saying 2 coming.
And I remember that too. I just said that one in this reading. I said that 1 is coming first, is what I said.
It's okay. Oh no, Alberto did bring a message. So, Billy H, get your question ready. You will be next after Alberto. Alberto says, dealing with a custody battle and wondering how that will end. Well, will it end well for me? Right now, currently doing 50-50 custody. Will that change? When it comes down to the custody battle between you guys right now, I do not see this changing. I still see it as a 50-50. The only way you're going to get something more rather than the 50-50 is a major screw up on their part. And from what it looks like to me, they're pretty flighty. Their whole personality has changed since the first time you've met them. And I feel as though they are not the person you once knew. And since then, kids been involved, personalities changed. I see a really negative person in her life as a really bad influence. And I'm not sure how to say this, but, well, I do know how to say it, but I don't want to be rude about it, is that when it comes to her, I feel as though there's some type of abuse of some kind. Like she's abusing alcohol or she's abusing drugs. She's doing something. There's some type of extra component that I'm seeing. So it's either pills, drugs, something. She's overindulging in it. And I feel like it's changing her and who she hangs out with and the way she lives her life completely. In all honesty, if I were to look at this situation, I would totally give you custody over this child. But the thing is that I don't feel like they want to separate the child from the two of you. So currently, 50-50 is going to continue until she screws up. But the moment the screw up happens, which I don't feel like you're going to have to wait long for, I'm looking at around November time frame, she's going to get in serious trouble. Nail it. Use that trouble to your benefit because that will give you full custody and she'll have every other weekend. So, just so you know, I feel like the kid would be safer with you. I don't like the situation when the kid's around her. I'm going to pass this over to Jesse. We're going to see what the cards have to say. Jesse, what's going on over there?
Okay, the first card I pulled tonight is the Ace of Fire. It's saying exciting new opportunities coming your way, career advancement. This card's also saying to change your life. The second card I pulled is the Chariot. It's an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, and public recognition coming your way. And the third card's the Ace of Water. It's all about falling in love or resurgence of old relationships. This card's also about spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, and this card can also mean finding a new home. And I hope that helps tonight.
All right, let's pass it over to Faith. Faith, what are you getting over there?
Hi, Alberto. So first of all, I want to start by saying I'm sorry for your situation. Secondly, I just want to reiterate some things that Journey said and add some to what both of the guys said. So I too do not see you getting full custody at this time. I feel like it will remain at 50-50. But here's the thing. There's going to be some stuff between November of this year and early spring of next year, by March, where she's going to mess up. And there's going to be 2 more court situations, one in November or around November, winter time, and then one after the first of the year. And then I feel like you will have a better chance of getting physical custody and more custody, and not just 50-50 like what Journey said. But she has to do some things, and some things have to happen. And I also feel like when this behavior kind of alternates and she does her substance abuse issues, because I too see that with her, that the court is going to notice that she's acting kind of funny even in court. Okay, so they may have her tested for some things. My advice to you, and this isn't psychic, so I just want to say this, we're not lawyers, is that if you have a guardian ad litem involved in your case, when she starts to do this weird behavior, say something to the guardian ad litem, and the guardian ad litem will notify the court, and she'll have to be tested, because that's what I psychically feel would get you the kids faster. But that's what I feel it will be. It's going to be something with her addiction issues, because I do feel, just like Journey, that she has some form of addiction issues.
Absolutely. All right. Nail her ass to the wall when she does that. I don't play around when it comes to kids. I'd have a freaking adoption agency if I had, the option to do so, because I can't see kids getting harmed or put in a bad situation just because I've seen courts and they say it in we don't want to break up a family, but you'd rather have the child get abused by putting them in a bad situation. I don't understand that way of thinking.
Well, and then they take
if you're going to be a type of judge, I think you need to be a psychologist on top of knowing the laws, because it's psychologically damaged, and this is a psychological burden that they will carry for the rest of their lives, whether it be a speech impediment or they start acting out, behavioral problems. I mean, there's so many things that come from it. Failing in education, they just don't want to learn anymore. They've already given up. Who wants to sit there and look at a child at the age of 7 who's already given up? Life is that hard already for you. That is terrible. And I can't stand it. When people do that, I'm like, nail their ass to a wall. Let the good parent have the kid. Stop putting the kid in harm's way.
Well, and the thing of it is, they take
damaging, verbally damaging, whatever, physically damaging. Don't do it. My mom told me I should have been a lawyer, and I probably should have. This thing wouldn't get away with shit.
Well, listen. And I'm just going to say this to your mom, because I know she's watching. It doesn't matter what his profession is. He still argue with people. He still does it. So it doesn't matter. He has his debate skills. Trust me. He fusses with me.
Well, when I was in debate, I was good.
I was in debate too, so I can't.
Our rivaling schools did not like me. Anyways, guys, we've got to take a short break, and after the break, we're going to come back with Billy H. and then Coco West. Get your question ready. You'll be right after Billy. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, and we are back. All right, Billy H., go ahead and throw us your question. Billy H., come on down. All right, guys. If you like the show and like to listen to some of the past shows that we have, we are on YouTube, Facebook, and iHeartRadio. Just go to My Psychic Connection on any of those sites, and you will find us and find all of our past shows and all of our future shows that are coming here soon. So you can listen in the car, you can listen on your phone, you can watch it on your computer, your TV.
And I just want to let everybody know, too, we're on Amazon, too. We're on Amazon Audible, because I've listened to us on there. So, you just have to say you want to hear MPC live.
This is true. All right, well, Billy's here. Let's go ahead and take Billy's question. Billy says, I just want to see if my wife is around me. The answer is yes. Your wife is around you, but your wife's not the only one around you. I'm also seeing a very, very tough male. Like, I'm seeing a very strong person. He's very quiet, but he tries to give you strength. He tries to be there for you when you have hard times. Wife definitely tries to bring some energy, but I can tell you right now, when it comes to the wife's energy, is that it's not that she doesn't want to be there, but I don't feel like she's there as much because of the fact that you may miss her more. So she doesn't want to cause more harm to the situation, but does care, and I do see love there. And, that'll never go away. When it comes to the male being there, this male figure coming across as a grandfather, not a father, but your grandfather. And the thing about it is that the grandfather wants to make sure that you're strong, but he's a very silent man. But you see this man, you're intimidated by him, but he doesn't do that to like he's a bully or something, but he does it because he comes off very strong, and he's not a person to back down, and he's always there. Very, I keep seeing military stuff too, so he's talking about military stuff. But definitely keep saying to be strong and keep doing and keep fighting and keep doing what you're doing. But the one thing that he wants you to do is to put things in order. He's saying things are hectic right now. You don't seem to have balance in your personal life and in your regular life. So it's time for you to start letting go of things that no longer serve a purpose. Stop holding on to past things that don't serve you, because they're starting to bring you down, and it's causing confusion. And he wants you to find a way to schedule and fix the things that you've got going on so you can create that balance for yourself again, because once you do that, your strength will be back. I'm going to pass this over to Jesse and see what the cards have to say.
Hello there. When you asked your question, I immediately did get a yes that she is around, but the first card I pulled for you tonight is the Four of Water. It's saying you're missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom, and to open your eyes to the possibilities. The second card is the Six of Water. They're saying memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. And this card can also mean that there's some old issues that need resolved around you right now. And the third card is the Six of Fire. It's saying victory. Good news, it's on its way. This card's about a time of overcoming and being victorious. I hope that helps tonight.
All right, let's pass this over to Faith.
So while Journey was picking up off of your grandfather, I was picking up off of your wife, and she had a few messages for you. She comes across as a very gentle and sensitive and nurturing person, and she says he's not cleaning the house good enough. So she's like jumping on you for that. I don't know if she had a certain way that she liked to have the house. So she says you're not doing the things that you would usually do or keeping the house tidy. And she's also concerned for you're not eating. You're not eating. It's almost to the point where it's detrimental to your health, because you don't eat when you're hungry. You just are like, I'll do it later. And so I feel like that worries her. And she said, I don't want to embarrass him because my husband gets embarrassed easy, but I want you to say this so that he knows that I am around. She says, I would go around him more, but he can't really handle it because when I am around, he feels me more. And she says that she doesn't want you to be depressed. She says he cries and she feels bad for you because you're crying because you miss her so much. And she says, just because I can't be there in the physical form doesn't mean that I'm not there and that I don't watch over him. But him concentrating so much on the memories of what we had is causing him pain because he's not doing what he has to do day to day to live. She said she understands it's going to take you time to mourn her still, but that doesn't mean that you don't have things that you have to do every day. And she said, I don't want him to be on autopilot. She says, she she keeps telling me, you know God. She's showing me you opening a Bible. Okay? So she says he needs to rely more on that and get back to his spiritual self and nurture himself and know that he is loved and that I am watching over him. And she said if if he could know what she knows, he wouldn't miss her so bad because she's watching and she's there and she loves you. That's what she's telling me. And if you want a reading further on this, I am on here, several nights a week along with some of the other readers, or you can call me on the site so I can give you a more in-depth reading. But she's a sweetheart and she loves you and she's worried for you. Please eat, because she really showed me, like, you eat almost like an anorexic person, and she's very concerned. Okay? I don't mean to jump on you, but she's being adamant about that to me, and I have to say it or she'll bug me all night even after we're not on the show.
Well,
So,
that goes along with, the grandfather saying to get organized and get your life back because personal life is kind of messy. So that makes sense that they both had the same message, but it's just about we're kind of rebuilding and recouping from
yeah.
everything that's gone on because it's like being lost, and that's where he's at right now. I'm lost.
And I'm going to say something else here that I wouldn't usually say on air, but I feel led to say it because she's telling me to tell you. She said, please stop having suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts is not going to help you get to her faster because that's not where you would go for her right now, because you would just come right back down. So, don't do that, okay? Because that's not going to help the situation.
All right. Well, Billy, thank you so much for your question. We hope that helps. And remember, stay strong. Stay strong. We got you, man. If you need us, we're here.
Yeah.
All right. This is Coco West. Says, does my son have any messages for me? I am going to pass this over to Faith because the passing of this person is too soon for me.
Okay. So, the first thing that I get with this, he keeps showing me rebuilding, in the home. Are you, redecorating or rebuilding an area of the home? What is it, remodeling or something? Because he says the home is changing. And I don't know why this is the first thing he would come out with, but this is what he's showing me. And he says everything is changing in the home. So there's something about the home environment changing, whether you're remodeling or rebuilding. He keeps showing me building, but sometimes they show me that symbolically. And he says for you to be careful of migraine. He keeps showing me you getting headaches and taking pills for the headaches, but it's because you're not drinking enough fluids, he says. And there's something about a trip. I don't know if you have a trip scheduled, a vacation of some sort. He says that will be fun for you and he will be around you, But he says, when you go on this trip, he says, Mom, please don't take paperwork. Why do you always take paperwork on trips? That's what he's telling me. Now I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what he keeps showing me. She always takes paperwork or work or something about you not really taking vacations. Like you do other stuff on a vacation that you shouldn't be doing on a vacation. And he keeps also showing me something with your stomach. I don't know if you're having an upset stomach a lot. He says that's because you're not digesting food properly. Um, and is somebody, what is up? Did somebody ask you what's up with $500? He keeps saying something about $500. So I don't know if somebody's asking you for $500 or if there's a bill for 500, but he keeps saying something about $500. Don't give the $500. So I don't know if somebody's asking you for that or if it's a bill, but he keeps saying something about don't give $500. So that's making me feel like somebody's going to ask you um, for $500 at some point. And that may not make sense right now, but just hold on to it because some of the stuff doesn't always make sense. And he's talking about who's trying to go back to school or to re-educate themselves because he keeps saying something about somebody going back to school to learn new things. And he says don't be for the person not to be hesitant. But I don't know that message is particularly for you, but it's coming through, so I'm telling you, like I think that's for somebody else in your family. That's what I'm getting, basically. You know, if any of that helps you, but that's what I got.
All right, I'm going to pass this over to Jesse. Let's see what his cards have to say. Jesse, what messages do the cards have for Coco?
Okay, the first card I pulled for Coco is the Four of Fire. It's saying contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home life, and the successful completion of a project. The second card is the Empress. It's all about the feminine and motherly energy and saying lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams and to nurture yourself and others. And the third card I pulled tonight is the Six of Earth. It's in gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debts. I hope that helps tonight.
All right, thanks, Jesse. And the reason I didn't answer anything about the messages of the sun because I feel like it's too early for me to respond to that. I'd give it about 6 months before I start openly talking to spirits from the other side. That way they have their time for crossing over. Not everybody does that. That's just something that I do. That is a personal practice thing. All right. Well, let's keep on going here. We need Sarah A. Sarah A., come to the table. You are next. And then Donna Lewis. Donna Lewis, get your question ready, but do not post it. Sarah A., you are next. Throw us your question. All right. Like I said, guys, if you don't get a chance to get in touch with us here, you can always find us at mypsychicconnection.com. Sign up, get your 3 free minutes, and talk to the psychic of your choice one-on-one. So, and if you're a psychic looking for a good place to do readings, go to mypsychicconnection.com, go to sign up, and then click sign up as an advisor. All right, guys. This is the last week for you guys to join our tarot class. If you want to join the tarot class for free, make sure you're emailing at mypsychicconnection@gmail.com. Go on there, type tarot class, because this is the last week we're accepting. Everybody's going to have to get ready to get the cards so we can get busy. All right. No, Sarah, let's keep on going. Donna Lewis. Donna Lewis, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on our list. And then I need Stacy Ann Jeanette to get her question ready. You'll be after Donna Lewis. We are going down the list. We're doing it a little bit differently, but we're trying to get to everybody to give them at least one chance to get a chance to read with us, guys. And I know a lot of you come on here just to watch and have a good time because you'd like to hear me and Faith banter back and forth. So,
Well, it's fun for us too. We won't lie.
it's fun.
The funny thing is, we do this even when you guys aren't watching.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
I'll say something to Journey, and Journey will be like, "No," and I'll be like, "Why?" And he'll go, "Because I said so."
You like it.
All right, big brother.
All right. So no Donna Lewis. All right. We got Stacey Anna. She says, "What ability does my daughter have? I would need your daughter's name. Her first name only, please. If you could throw me her first name only." Balanka says, "The paper didn't want to burn, Journey. Put it on a tray, girl." Nobody's gotten jumped. Guys, we're going in and we're talking to everyone that we can as fast as we can. We have a lot of people. We're on 8 platforms, okay? So don't think that you've got jumped. We're not skipping people on purpose or doing any of that, okay? All right. Elena. Oh, Aliana. That's the name. Okay. So, Aliana. All right.
It's pretty.
So the thing is that when it comes to the ability that your daughter has, it has a lot to do with mediumship, but it's not really strong yet, and it's going to take time to develop, and it's going to, from what I'm seeing here, it's going to be stronger at a younger age. It'll kind of fade out during her teen years, and then it'll start to reappear towards the end of her teen years. So basically, there's a point in time in her life where so much going on in her life that she's not going to be focused on that part and trying to ignore it, because I see a lot of gets a little freaked out about it and starts to ignore it. That's what I'm seeing there. So just know that yeah, she sees it. It's mediumship from what I'm seeing, and it's going to grow with time. But when she does, we could possibly avoid that energy by encouraging her to believe in what she sees. So if you can do that for her, we won't go through that blank period, but I do feel she will resist it a little bit. So just hang in there, and good things are coming. I'm going to pass it over to Jesse and see what his cards have to say.
Okay there. I'm not picking up on the gifts tonight, but the first card I pulled is the 3 of Water. It's a celebration, a wedding announcement, or graduation. This card's also saying the need to have more fun and that you're working too hard and need to learn how to relax. The second card I pulled tonight is the Page of Air. This card's saying new information coming to you that can present a challenge, delays or changes to plans, and truth delivered without tact. Third card I pulled tonight is the 8 of Earth. Saying skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. This card can also be about a youth who's very intelligent, honest, and endlessly curious. And I hope that helps tonight.
All right, let's pass it over to Faith.
Hey, well, when Journey first read your question, the first thing that I saw, even before I heard your daughter's name, was mediumship. And she's also going to be very clairvoyant and have dreams and things. But just like Journey said, it's very important that you encourage her, because some of it's going to be a little scary to her. She's not going to know how to interpret it. And if she tries to explain it to you, she doesn't want to get rejected, because she's not completely understanding what she's seeing. So it's going to be a little bit scary for her, but I would just say encourage her, because just like Journey said, I do feel like her gifts at some point are going to get stronger, and then they'll kind of teeter-totter off, but not if you encourage her. That's the important thing. And don't tell her she's wrong for seeing what she sees, even if she doesn't understand it. Or if she sees things for people, or if she sees clairvoyant stuff and can't make sense of it. Don't ever tell a child they're wrong if they see something like that, because it's confusing enough being that young and being that close to your innocence, and being uncertain of what you're feeling and seeing, than to have someone tell you you're wrong for seeing it. But I don't feel like she's the only one in your family that has this. You have abilities too. Um, and I do think your abilities are fairly strong, but you ignore them a lot. You push it out because you get all busy and stuff. But stuff comes to you when you're doing household chores and when you're driving. I see you like randomly, and you're just like, whatever. I'll tell this person I saw this for them whenever. And then you see a couple spirits sometimes in your house. So, but just know, as her stuff gets stronger too, you guys are going to both see a lot of the same stuff, and it's going to be kind of freaky because the energies are going to get stronger in your home.
Right now, she always looks off into a distance.
Mm-hmm. Because she sees stuff. She sees, I feel there's an older gentleman in your home, and there's also a cat, which I don't always see animals, but I see a cat. So.
All right. Well, let's keep the party going, guys. Our next person in line is Kimberly. Kimberly is here with us, so let's go ahead and take Kimberly's question. All right, guys. Kimberly says, does my mother have a message for me? Let's take a look. When's your mother pass? I feel like it's been long enough for me to communicate with her, but I just want to make sure. But the energy that I see circling your mom is that she's in your home. She's been in your home. 2011. Yeah, that's what I thought. But the thing about it is that she's trying to make you feel safe. Do you not feel safe in your own home? So the thing is that the energy that I see circling it and her being in there, she's trying to make you feel comfortable in your home. She's trying to make sure that you know that you're blessed, that you're safe. There's a worry there. You seem to have a lot of, she's just trying to make sure that the house feels safe. And she said no, but that's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up that she's trying to make you feel safe and make sure that your home feels safe. So that's why I asked, do you feel unsafe in your home? But no, she's just trying to provide comfort. And she's not talking to me directly. She may be talking to Faith, but the only thing, I'm looking at it, and I'm not getting a response from her, but I am looking at what she's doing, and she's providing safety and protection and trying to give you comfort. So hopefully that helps to let you know that she's around. She's not talking to me directly, but let's see what the cards have to say about things going on in your life, and then we'll pass it over to Faith and see if she's talking to your Faith.
Okay. Hello there. The first card I pulled for you tonight is the Queen of Water. It's all about relationships developing to a new level. It's telling you to trust your intuition and to take care of yourself and care for others. The second card I pulled tonight is the Four of Water. This card means you're missing an opportunity. There might be some discontentment or boredom, and it's saying to open your eyes to the possibilities. And the third card I pulled tonight is the Star. It's saying there's happy times, make positive and happy long-term plans, and that you're on the right path and to keep moving forward. I hope that helps tonight.
All right, let's pass it over to Faith.
Okay, so first of all, let me just say your mom was over here talking to me. That's why Journey didn't hear a lot. And your mom is a chatterbox because she wanted to make sure I tell you everything. But I'm like, I only have 2 minutes. But anyway, let me tell you what she said. I also felt the thing about the unsafe stuff. I don't think it's so much you feel unsafe in your home. I feel she feels it's unsafe in your home because your home needs some repairs. Okay. And also, there's a lot of tension in your home. Like, I feel like there's a lot of unsaid things. Like, and I don't know what this is, but you need to be more communicative with your loved ones. And I also, your mom says to me she didn't spend enough time with you now. She wishes she had. And she also says she should have been more more outwardly affectionate to you. She said there wasn't always time. She didn't always make the time that she wishes she could have or should have because so many other things were going on, and she's sorry. She sees things from a different perspective now, and she's so sorry. She wants you to know she's very proud of you and your choices with like your career and that part of your life. Like you've been really worried if you've made the right choices and if things are going to come through. But she's very proud of you. And she also keeps telling me, was there a recipe? I don't know if this is a memory or if this is a recipe of hers that you've tried to cook that you burnt. It looks like lasagna or some type of casserole or something to me. And she's laughing and she's going, she burnt it. She burnt my recipe. Um, but she is around you, and she says that you're trying for something with work or some type of career thing that you're wanting to change, and she said that's coming, but that's not
Said
this year.
pies, laugh out loud.
What'd she say?
She said pies. She burnt the pies.
Okay, yeah, because it's really funny how she says it because she put her hands down on a table and she goes, she burnt my recipe. How did she burn that? It's easy. But she says she's with you, and she says, especially at holiday time, like I feel like you guys like holidays, period. So she keeps showing me a typewriter. I don't know why, but she keeps showing me a typewriter. But she is around you. Her energy is very strong. So if you want a more in-depth reading with me and to see if she'll connect with me again, feel free to call me on the site. Because her energy is very strong and she loves you to pieces.
And she wants you to be safe.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all I kept seeing because she wasn't talking to me directly, but I was watching what she was doing when she was going through the house. And she's just like trying to make sure that everything feels good, that everything is balanced, that everything is safe. And that's all I got. And I was like, okay, well, she's watching. She wants you to feel safe. So if you don't feel safe, you are. She's making sure. All right, guys, we got 3 more questions here, so let's go ahead. She said, absolutely, thank you. She was a chatterbox, yeah.
Yeah. She
Well,
was
she
talking about a minute.
She knew she to talk to you. All right, that's great. Really, I hope you found what you were looking for, and don't burn the pies next time.
Don't burn the
She
pies.
said it fills the house up.
All right, we got a couple jumpers here, so we'll grab you guys. For some reason, the system didn't show you guys on there, so you guys did jump before the time. It's showing it to us on the back end, so we will call. So laugh out loud. Kimberly, I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys share, tell your friends. Jenna, can you please give us a question, honey?
If you guys hear me scream like a girl, it's because my escape artist of the spider escaped. It's trying right now.
Oh, Lord.
It's like biting at the top of the cage and trying to figure out a way to push it
While
off.
we wait for Jenna to go ahead and post her question, I'm also going to call out our other 2 people here. I need Krista Thompson to get her question out and Jessica Philly to get her question ready. All right, here we go. Jenna says, is my relationship going to get better? And any word from my grandpa? Well, first off, your grandfather is standing beside you. And when it comes to your relationship, your grandfather is actually trying to encourage you to, stay strong. Don't put up with anything. Wants you to stay strong. He feels that it's not just your relationship that's been bothering you here recently. A lot of people seem to not to be giving you your voice. And that's what he's trying to say is he wants you to be able to speak up so people can hear you. And yes, I get that you listen to other people and you listen to them and you try to help them, but no one's listening to you when you're trying to talk. And I keep seeing that it's almost like your voice isn't being heard because people are so busy and overwhelmed themselves that every time that you try to, move forward, it's like, hey, I came to talk to you about my issue or what I had to say, and the only thing I did was sit here and listen to your problem, and we weren't even talking about that. So, grandfather's saying, yes, make sure your voice is heard. Allow people to do things the way that you want them to be done. Sometimes it's not all about everybody else, and I feel like you help people, you listen to people, but people need to be able to give you the same respect and courtesy when it comes to the relationship. That applies as well to your relationship. Make sure that you're being heard. Make sure that your words are being spoken. Don't hold back. But I do see the relationship getting stronger, but the thing that needs to happen in this relationship is communication, and I don't feel that you're getting that communication from your partner. So this is what I'm going to tell you when it comes to your partner. Your partner gives emotion in waves. I don't see them all at once, but I do see a wave. So when they break down and start communicating everything that they want to talk about, let them fully talk. Don't say a word. Just agree, listen. You're going to get a lot of answers by listening. Then you'll be able to, at the end of their conversation, be able to express how you feel. That's the only time I'm going to tell you to hold back on saying anything or interrupting while he's talking, because those are his vulnerable moments, and that's where you're going to be able to get your answers. And that's also when he's going to be listening to your voice. And she said agreed when it came to people just using her for a soundboard, but nobody's giving her the chance to go, hey, I'm fucking freaking out over here, but no one's listening. But she's too busy trying to help. She helps everybody else, but they need to give her that fair shot, because everybody needs a chance to say, I can't believe this day went like this, or whatever the case may be. She just needs a voice to be heard. She just needs a chance to be able to relax and say what she needs to say. She said, yes, exactly. And she doesn't get that opportunity. Honey, use your voice. Say, hey, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm trying to talk about what's going on. I listen to your stuff all the time. Please, I need a friend. You need to be extremely direct. And that's what your grandfather's saying too. He wants you to be heard because he sees you being sad, and you know how your grandfather is. That pisses him off. You're his little girl. Even though you're not his daughter, you're still his little girl. I'm going to pass this over to Jesse. Let's see what the cards have to say, and then we'll hand it over to Faith.
Okay. Hey there. The first card I pulled tonight is the Ace of Fire. It's about an exciting new opportunity coming your way. Career advancement is also coming. The second card is the Nine of Air. When this card is pulled, it's saying positive thinking is essential, but it's saying expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. This card can also mean to release guilt and regrets, and that you could have some racing thoughts. The third card is balance. It's saying the need for balance and moderation, and to wait for perfect timing. And I hope this helps you tonight.
All right, let's pass it over to Faith.
Hey, Jenna. So Journey pretty much said everything that I would tell you, to be honest. And this does happen sometimes. I'm going to add just a little bit more to it, but pretty much everything Journey said was what I was getting. Now, your grandfather did come over to me, and he did tell me one thing to tell you. He said she doesn't see her self-value. So the problem is the reason why everybody leans on you is because you are the nurturer, you're the fixer, okay? And that's great. That tends to happen to us psychics too. We draw in people who need help, even in our own personal lives. But you still have to recognize that you need people to be there for you too, just like what Journey was saying. And the other thing that I keep seeing psychically is that with your partner, just like Journey said, hear him out when he goes through these spurts, but you also need to convey what you need. There's nothing wrong with conveying what you need from someone you're in a relationship with. And that this goes for everybody watching and listening. That doesn't mean it has to be a romantic relationship. If you need something from a friend or even a family member emotionally that you feel that you're not getting, they may not be able to give it, but you still need to be able to voice that because you deserve to be heard emotionally. And that's the problem, is that you're so busy running around and stuff, you forget sometimes that you're important. And that's when your grandfather came through and he's conveying that to you. Now, over the next 4 weeks, I feel like your relationship with your boyfriend is going to have a lot of ups and downs, okay? But it's in a good way, because I do feel like because of this reading, you will start to vocalize more and you guys are going to be closer by mid-fall. So just hang in there, okay? I hope this helps you.
All right. Guys, we are running a little bit of overtime here. Sorry about those who we missed during the jumps. For some reason it didn't show up. All right, so Jenna, I hope that helps. Stay strong, honey. Let your voice be heard. Don't let people take advantage. And when it comes to that boyfriend being vulnerable, let him get it all out so you can hear everything, get some answers you didn't think you were going to get, and then tell him how you feel. But the relationship will develop and get better. But know your self-worth, honey, because you're worth a hell of a lot more than you think you are. All right. And she said thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
All right. She's this is Krista. She jumped the list earlier. It says, do you see Johnny coming toward me anytime soon? I thought things were starting to move forward, but haven't. Wondering if there's any unfinished business with my ex-husband causing me holdups. When it comes to the ex-husband and seeing that type of energy circling you, I'm going to say yes, there are some problems with the ex. I do feel like that is an issue. And I do feel like it will come back around, but it won't be until August before you see that holdup. Once you see that holdup, you'll be able to take care of the problem. I'd say pretty quickly by the end of September. I feel like all ties will be cut in that sense. So no more holdups at that point. When it comes to your relationship with the person that you were just talking about coming forward, I do feel like they're going to come forward. I feel like they have some holdups. There's a lot of miscommunication going on around nowadays with everything going on. The planets are having, brain aneurysms and stuff. So it's causing a lot of chaos here for us when it comes to communication, technology problems, so on and so forth. But when it comes to that situation, I see you guys getting closer when we get towards the end of this month. And then as we go into the month of August, it seems to get a little bit better. So yes, it does get better. Do you move forward a little bit more? Yes, it is still a slow move. He's got the pace of a turtle. So I hope you're not Speedy Gonzalez and zipping by him, because if that's the case, you're going to zip by him like 96 million times before he finally gets to the finish line. And you're going to be so damn exhausted by the time you get there. You're going to be like, where the hell have you been? I'm buying you roller skates. That's it. Let's do this. I mean, you're going to be so frustrated by that point, but you cannot let your frustration get the best of you, because what happens when he does that? And the reason the turtle is such a good analogy here is that he will go into his shell. And trying to get a turtle to come out of their shell when they do not want to, good luck. Unless you are peeling the shell off of them, that's basically killing the relationship. So I don't recommend that. But let's pass it over to Jesse, see what the cards have to say for you. And Krista, you hang in there, girl.
Hello there, Krista. The first card I pulled for you tonight is the Moon. It's saying there's some important psychic insights. There's events going on behind the scenes. And this card's also saying to release fears that are holding you back and that you could be afraid or insecure. The second card I pulled tonight is Renewal. It's saying take time to review and evaluate and assess the situation, and then take time to move in a new direction. The third card I pulled tonight is Ego. It's about a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on materialistic things, and also some negative or fear-based thoughts. I hope that helps you tonight.
All right, let's pass it over to Faith.
Hey, Krista. So, I agree with Journey. I do feel like some things with the ex energetically are holding up some of the other things that you're trying to do. But here's the thing. The guy that you're involved with, Johnny, I believe is his name, he's got a lot of things going on himself. Like I see some financial issues, some work issues, and then there's issues with holding on to some emotional stuff from a previous ex that kind of hinders a little bit of it. So both of your energies combined with trying to finish up some of these things mentally with exes and also work things, that's kind of tying up the energy. That is going to be released by August, September time. And you guys will be able to move forward. But it is slow on his end because there's a hesitation because of previously being hurt by an ex. And to be honest with you, I don't fully think you'll be ready for like full-fledged, come on, let's be in a committed relationship either. But he will be fun, and if you move slow, like Journey said, but not slow like a turtle, because this guy is slow. I'm not gonna like he is. But if you move slow, you'll get better results from it, and it can turn into something long term. Even though I don't think at that time you're gonna be completely ready for it, but he's I like him for you because you both kind of balance each other out and you'll have a lot of fun and there's a compassion for one another. So I really feel like this is a good match. It's just timing and just kind of having to work through what you need to work through. And with your ex, I feel like he's hindering things and kind of like holding you back, whether it's intentional or not. I feel energetically his energy holds you back somewhat from doing what you need to do. So I hope this helps you.
She said slow, and slow is an understatement.
Yeah, it's like molasses slow.
Like I said, Speedy Gonzalez, by the time he gets to the finish line, you're gonna be like, where the hell have you been? Just don't let that frustration get to you, because it will get the best of you if you let it. But yeah, slowly, yes, it sucks, but you're definitely going to get it. Jessica P, go ahead and throw us your question. Krista, I hope you liked your reading. I appreciate it. Kimberly, thank you for the amazing words. We all appreciate it. Just let me go ahead and read what Kimberly said here. She wanted to know how she could donate for that awesome reading that we got. We were great. And I said next time that one was on the house, she was definitely on our list. So I'm glad that she was able to get her question in.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that, those messages came through for you.
Absolutely. She's over there chatterboxing with you, and I just see her running through the house doing a million and one things.
And you know what was funny is she showed me the food burning, and I could smell it. And I was like,
I love it when that happens.
And on top of it, I'm hungry. So she's letting me psychically smell burning food, and I'm like, thank you, ma'am, because I have to keep reading for a little while before I can go get a snack. Thanks so much. Even though it was burning, I'm hungry.
You gotta love it, though, Faith. You gotta love it. All right, so we do have Jessica here, and let's go ahead and take her question. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Remember, if you jump on our YouTube, you can get to us. You can get to us 15 minutes faster than you can on Facebook. Just so you guys know. And if you're in your car and you just want to listen to the show, go to iHeartRadio by Psychic Connection, and you'll find us. All right, let's get to Jessica. Jessica says, will my baby daddy ever open up to me? So when I saw... I can see what you're dealing with. Holy cow. He is not an expressive person at all. Now, it's different when he's with his buddies and they're joking around and he seems somewhat expressive, but that's like past like fun stuff. But when it comes to actual emotional energy, 100% block, doesn't want to talk about it, doesn't want to hear about it. He basically, well, you could see that I care type situation. So, the thing about it is that that's not the emotional energy that you're needing from him. I don't want to just see that you care. I want to feel that you care. I want to hear that you care. And those are the actions that he's missing right now within your relationship. Will he do it? A little bit at a time, here and there. For him to show emotion, to express emotion, I mean, it's like really trying to get an emotion out of a brick wall. I mean, you're just going to get cold, and you know, it just doesn't feel right. So it's just cold. And so I'm sorry. I really want to say that he would open up for you, but I honestly just feel like he's going to be stone cold. She says, yes, we're not together. Like I said, little bits, he'll open to you up about some certain things, but getting emotional energy out of him is like, trying to pull hen's teeth. Good luck with that. As soon as you find one in a hen's mouth, let me know, because I have chickens and I'm going to check their beaks. But the thing is that this is a hard one, because I know that you want some type of explanations and you need some type of emotional energy from him, but he's just not ready to provide it, and I don't see him doing it anytime soon. I'm going to pass this over to Jesse and see what the cards have.
Hey there. The first card I pulled for you tonight is the Four of Water. This card's about missing an opportunity or some boredom, and it's also saying to open your eyes to the possibilities. The second card is Strength, and this card is pulled. It's saying that you're stronger than you realize. You have great inner strength. It's also saying to release harsh judgments and find some forgiveness and compassion. The third card I pulled tonight is the Ten of Air. It's saying the end of a difficult situation, embrace change, and expect things to get better. And I hope that can help tonight.
All right, let's start at Faith.
Okay, so, sweetheart, just like Journey, I would love to tell you that this guy is going to be a weeping willow and profess that even though you guys aren't together, that he really genuinely cares. But I can't. And let me explain why. I don't feel like he was shown how to express emotion from an early age. He was not taught that. He was not taught that it was okay. And from what I'm seeing psychically, he didn't grow up in a very emotional home, a very loving home. I mean, we all have problems, but I really don't feel like he got the right kind of love expressed properly to him. And sometimes when people don't get that, they don't know how to show it. And I also feel like he has a very male bravado where he's like, I gotta be the man. I can't show that she hurt me or that this situation hurts me. I have to be in emotional control. Now, he does care, even though you're not together, he does care, okay? And he does care for your child. But to show that is a vulnerability, and he can't risk you hurting him or seeing that, because to him, then you could take advantage of that and use it against him. And that's an internalized thing. But what I would suggest to you is, even though you're not with him, and I know there's a lot of anger for a lot of things that he's done, realize that he's not at the emotional level where he can do that. I don't even think it's on purpose that he acts like this. I just think he was never taught how to express love. And that's true for a lot of men, but this is different with him because I don't really feel like he was shown love the correct way. And if you're not shown it, some people don't know how to express it.
Yes, he's younger. Okay.
That's he doesn't know. That's why. I
I
would
just
just say,
getting him verbally, just a verbally.
mhm,
The only type of emotion I see is anger. That's shown,
yeah,
coldness, and even possibly abuse,
that's
verbal, and he
yeah.
could do physically. I felt physically as well.
And I'm also seeing something weird that I really don't want to see, but I'm going to express this to you because I feel it's important. I feel like he's jealous of your child, of the attention. He'll be jealous of the attention that the child gets because it takes away attention from him. And that may cause him to be angry and have an attitude, and he possibly could get aggressive. So just be aware of that, okay? Not toward the child, but in general. So I just want you to be aware.
She said her other child.
Okay.
Well, guys, Jessica, I hope that helps. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate everyone being here. If you guys want to tune in tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about witchcraft, debunking a lot of the crap that people put out there, and the so-called curses that everyone thinks they're under. They're not. Trust me. If people could pull off the curse, you'd know it. There'd be some supernatural hocus pocus, wiki wacky, wookie garbage going on. But let's talk about that tomorrow night, guys. I do appreciate you guys. If you want to know more about the psychics and like to read their bios and stuff, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com, read up on us, see how we're doing, and if you want, give us a call or a chat. We're there. I'm there 5 days a week. Faith's there 5 days a week, so tune in and check us out.
I will be on tomorrow evening, and I'm going to be on all weekend if anybody wants to call. So
awesome. All right, guys. Well, from everyone here from My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much. You guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
This is Journey, Faith, and Jesse signing off. Have a great night, everybody.